Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby.
I love the way that they say
An
that
inordinate
line.
amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Yo, how about you cough up some more of that sweet
Coming right up,
oblivion?
sir. Smooth passage.
Alonzi, let's go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
Let's visit the ancient Zero
Great
Helm.
choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the Song of
The
Death.
Song of Death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
No.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
No, I'm not scared.
The
I
stench
am
of
champion.
liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
This is such a good beginning. Like, I don't know where this is going, but it's so interesting. Okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let's go back to the
Fiery
dark.
streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Opening my eyes. And yeah, I've done some of the checks at this place, looked at some stuff, but I haven't actually left this building yet. Ooh.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
See, it's almost pleasurable is
You
not
swoop up
great,
catch the
and
tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
yeah, the knot reminds you of a noose, and it's almost pleasurable. Yeah, I don't know how I don't think this guy's in the best place mentally. Horrific necktie. Gives me bonus to Inland Empire. I don't actually know what that means, but It's a bonus, so I assume it is hopefully good. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Okay, why can't we take any? Come on.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the
As you
mirror.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface
I haven't
of the
done
mirror.
this yet.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold,
Oh, okay.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom? I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive or wrote it for ladies. It's that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to its expression of pain. Sheesh.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. A mirror hangs on the bath.
I wonder, like, if that 3% chance it had, if you could actually, like, succeed at that here. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. The reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Oh, that's just leading me back up there. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot to grab the pants. I wonder if you can not take something. Interesting that some of them give pluses and minuses. This one just gives me nothing.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay.
Hello, officer.
The calendar says it's March. The year's 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression.
I succeeded.
Why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette.
I just wanted to know if I would succeed the check.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And now, it never stops. Goodbye.
Bye. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Maybe I should,
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not care.
The door probably thinks you're a has-been loser too. You feel your funny necktie becoming tighter and tighter around your neck.
What? So what would have happened if I just didn't grab the tie?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't
How
smoke
very
that.
astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
What?
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Massive bonuses, huh? You need to get hands on some cigarettes and then smoke them for those massive bonuses. Find a pack, put them in her hand, and equip it to hold slot in your inventory. And the smokes will do the rest. Are we sure there's gonna be massive bonuses? There's something on the table. Can I... Oh, my money now. Oh. Hmm. Interest. This is a very interesting game. I'm very intrigued to see what choices I'll start building up to in the future. Eh. That was a bit of lag.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Yo, why was this out here?
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
Also, secret task. I'll
Good,
keep up.
they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Is the shoes? I think under their nose is stunned with a mince okay, whatever. Whoa. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Hunches and gut feeling. Dreams in the waking life. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Connect to station 41. Understand cop culture. Go to party planet. Love and be loved by drugs. Sneak under their noses, stun with immense panic. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. I honestly am very confused by what any of that is. Anything else out here that I can do, or... Okay, I guess I just go right back in. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Ravachol is pronounced Ravachol. Orania is pronounced Orania. Clausia is pronounced Clausia. Okay, I'm not gonna remember that at all. I'm definitely not. This weekend's edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Need to do something behind LTN Kitschurchi's back? Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Yeah, after someone's asleep is obviously a good time. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker's connected to the radio. This music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Okay.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Why? Why? You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening, more people at the bar then. Get hold of a sad song? Can I, decide to find a happy song instead? The meaning has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. That's mine. This water cooler, a large bubble is rising to the surface.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Hi, Garte, the cafeteria
That was
manager.
disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposely ignoring you.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
Whoops. What have I been doing all this time? Have you seen me
I haven't
around?
seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looked down again and keeps plucking at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like
Interesting.
the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in the bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the
Why
floor.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Cafeteria manager.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Not good. Got it.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, hello.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
And I'm gonna keep him waiting.
As you approach the door leading out of the hostel, the bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket turns to you.
Excuse me. I think you may be the person I've been waiting for.
Darn it.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why? He is your half-brother.
Okay.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Interesting.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Alright. The cafeteria manager might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the whirling rags. This is preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. You need to report your missing badge to 41st. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name.
Are you kidding me?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Yeah, 3.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? She went away because none of your business. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Interesting.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed
Why
anyone.
anyone? Have you killed
He
someone?
ignores you.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Oh my goodness.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Okay then.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk. One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why? That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Watch out!
Well, did I just kill someone? What?
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Admit it, you just missed the quarter light. The darkness on the edge of town. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
That is too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
So did I just trade a health point for $10? Someone reported the hanging to RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed a new light on the event. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. You need to pay for the damages you caused in the whirling in rags, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask the guy.
Hello, sweetie.
Hi.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back, but that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up,
This
smiling.
Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this sleeve gesture. I'm sorry you had to
Don't
witness
beat
that.
yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured. Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic. It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Were you a
Nothing
tightrope
so
rocker?
extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd? I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair.
I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous.
Her eyes glimmer with admiration as she looks
Towering
up at
over
you.
her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
But not you. You're volunteering. So thank you, sweetie.
So you volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown and hell of bullets. So very you.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mystery sequence killers and forays
I
into
can assure you
paranormal.
with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Can you, though?
Gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
She turns back to you with hopeful glint in her eye.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movement with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's just a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, Take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Whoop,
Her
whoop.
relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy mating? I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains of steeds. Our civilization comes before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the free market. Everyone hustles and grinds like visionary. Radios are being used to control people's mind and distort perception. Cop. We are under cop
Actually,
regime.
we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven. Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Interesting.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. Of course, sweetie, I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Tug on her heartstrings. 92%.
Remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Oh, I feel so bad. She unfastened a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm.
He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? Rich people are educated. Kind green 8-pin? Primitive pin. Well, that could get me a little bit of money, I suppose. Like $5.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Interesting. I really traded a piece of health for $10. Well, this seems like a good time to save my game and end the video. I hope you all enjoy, and as always, peace.